Hey guys, it's Zach and Annette. We hope you're having a great day, living the dream. Today we are reviewing.
What Lies Beneath, a 2000s thriller, horror. I don't know. Do you consider it a horror or do you consider it more of a thriller?
In my opinion, I think it straddles psychological thriller and supernatural horror.
I can agree with that. To me, I think it falls more into the thriller side, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of horror stuff in this film. It's directed by Robert Zemeckis, the same guy that did Forrest Gump, which brilliant movie. So, as I said, What Lies Beneath, the 2000s thriller horror movie, stars Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer. And our plot here is, I'm just going to read the back of the case. In this exciting supernatural thriller, Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer play a seemingly happy married couple who uncover a terrible secret. A secret so disturbing it threatens to destroy them. When Claire Spencer begins seeing ghostly images and hearing mysterious voices in their home, her husband Norman suspects it's just her imagination until the images turn real. Now together, they must uncover the truth, confront their worst fears, and find what lies beneath, with twisting and terrifying results. Ooh. I know that comes off as sarcastic, but I have to be 100% honest with you. There are some pretty creepy scenes in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna put that there. This movie got a lot. I see it got a lot of mixed reviews, and I had never seen it before. Have you seen it before?
Yes, I saw it when it first came out, but it felt like I was watching it for the first time.
Because it's been so long ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies like that too, where I haven't seen them in so long. It might as well just be a first time watch.
Yes, and I love that. I love it, but there were some parts in it where I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. But it for me, it was kind of predictable. Like it was very suspenseful.
It was. And very atmospheric too.
Very, very much. Oh my gosh, let's talk about the beauty in the setting.
Well, first off, did you like the film?
Yeah, I did. I would give it a solid 7.
I really liked the film, but I also have a lot of problems with it too. I think there's a lot of flaws in it, which we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So the movie, this is going to be a spoiler discussion. The movie, it sets up. So you got this couple, this married couple, mm-hmm. Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford, and they're taking their daughter to college, saying goodbye to their daughter, yada yada yada, and they have some neighbors that get into a huge screaming match. Mm-hmm. That kind of sets up like the neighbors. One of the neighbors is going to be like the central bad guy of the movie. Kind of like the movie Disturbia a little bit. I could see where Disturbia kind of drew a lot of influence from this movie. I mean, if it didn't, then that's a huge coincidence.
Very much so.
There's so many scenes in this movie that are so reminiscent of that film.
Yeah. Especially
scenes in that movie that are reminiscent of this, because this came out first.
Yeah, especially the scene where she's watching him with the binoculars.
Yeah, and then she fucking moves the binoculars. He's standing there and sees her out the window.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that disturbed like the band Disturbia. That's a scene they just pretty much copied and put into their movie. But I think this movie's a little better than Disturbia. Not that they're not that like much alike, other than maybe like the first 20 minutes of this movie.
Right. What I didn't understand was the couple. Like, I don't understand why even put the storyline of the couple next door. That made no sense. There was no follow-up.
The thing is they're like a red herring. It's a red herring, so it's supposed to it's leading you on just to kind of switch up on you. And what I thought was good about that whole thing is that while she was investigating and suspicious of the neighbor, she was uncovering things that were starting to point away from them doing something wrong and towards her husband. Yeah. So she's uncovering all this stuff about her own husband while being suspicious and investigative so it's a red herring. And I think that kind of adds an extra layer to it. I think it it gets you so hyper focused on the neighbors, like what the fuck are they up to?
Right.
And then you have
I created sorry, don't mean to cut you off. I created a whole storyline of predictables with the neighbors.
And then they kind of switch up on you.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
And it's funny because we'll go ahead and spoil the main bad guy in the film is Harrison Ford.
Which is ironic.
Considering, I mean, this is like the kind. I think that was the perfect casting for this movie is somebody like Harrison Ford. Like Harrison Ford, like lots of people grew up seeing him as Han Solo, grew up seeing him as Indiana Jones.
Yes.
And
the good guy.
Yeah, so they kind of like this. I think this is the first time he's played a bad guy. It's like that movie, Collateral, where they had Tom Cruise play a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this was kind of the same effect for that.
Yeah, I love he killed. They both did. They killed this role.
Michelle Pfeiffer carries the film, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love the distinct change up in Harrison Ford's character.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is like a completely different character.
Yeah.
When he does the change up.
He does a complete 180.
Yeah, like when the mask comes off, the demeanor changed, the character changed, how he moved, talked, his face, his body language, everything changed. Like
they kind of hinted at that at the beginning with some of his demeanors and stuff, but you kind of viewed it as like superstition at that time.
Yeah.
Or at least I did.
Yeah, like for me, he was this like loving, doting husband that was all about,
her and their daughter who's going to college. She goes to what, Juilliard? Or no, she goes to Vermont.
Her mom went to
it was Vermont State or something. I don't know.
No, I think he worked at Vermont State.
I don't know. That part of it's all. I mean, that stuff's inconsequential anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. There for a while in the movie, I forgot they even had a daughter until it got brought back up.
She never shows up back in the film or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
I did get sucked into the storyline. Like, it is a slow burn.
Yeah.
It takes me a few settings to watch it all the way through if I'm tired. But it's a slow burn, but it's really it keeps you on the edge of your seat, but in like a laid back way, like
Robert Zemeckis' camera work helps keep you engulfed into the like what I shouldn't say engulfed, but I mean like I did feel engulfed. I felt like I was just like, I mean when you say engulfed, like engulfed in flames, but I was like engulfed into the atmosphere of the film because his camera work, this is in my opinion this is his best camera work. I'm not saying this is his best film, but I mean directing style, to me, this is his best in terms of style and atmosphere.
I really appreciated the jump scare scenes where, people just pop up in frame.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of predictable some of the times.
Well,
most of the times.
To me, that was one of the flaws of this movie. I think there was like one or two scares where you have like slow building music, and then it goes, bah!
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, a jump scare, it doesn't work when you're expecting the scare.
Right, right.
That's just how I am.
Well, for me, it worked in this film because even though I knew it was coming and you saw, I was like, he's going to be standing right there. Like, it still had that same startle effect of like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's really right there. But... And that's hard to do, to not have it be an actual jump scare per se.
Yeah.
But to still pull it off and have the same emotional response to it, that's difficult. He did really good with that.
He did.
And the scenery just set the tone. It set the atmosphere.
Yeah, this is a very atmospheric
beautiful
movie.
Like, it's almost like if you watched it, like some of the scenes on silent and didn't, like you separated it from the movie.
Like from something from the silent era, like the 20s and shit.
Yeah. Like you would think it was like a romantic getaway, something.
And then all of a sudden ghosts start popping up on the fucking screen.
Right. And then you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But no, I loved the scenery. Like I would love to vacation in that home after we did a saging and cleansing.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's that one point they bring a fucking Ouija board into the film, and
oh my god, Michelle Pfeiffer's character was on my nerves.
She was a dumbass.
What are you doing
in certain scenes?
she was not satisfied with just doing the Ouija board. She was not satisfied with getting her braid. She had to do a whole conjuring, like reviving the dead. Why would you do that? She's not. Do you know how hard it is to evict a ghost? Ugh.
Especially when the ghosts, like, of the person, the
Died
killer,
there?
the killer is in the fucking house too.
Yeah, because
Not that at this point in the film, Michelle Pfeiffer doesn't know that or suspect that or anything like that. We barely have any information on this fucking ghost at this point.
yeah,
But,
yeah, not at all.
yeah. It's not revealed till later, like the last, like, 45 minutes of the movie. It may have been the last hour of it. I don't know. I can't remember. But you, at some point, you get the reveal that Harrison Ford was really the bad guy all along. And I like the reveal. It wasn't like the Scooby-Doo villain, mustache twirling.
No.
Cat, like, fucking has like a pet cat that he wasn't anything like that, like a Scooby-Doo villain or a James Bond villain or anything like that. It was very just, I don't want to say out of left field because they kind of hint at it throughout the movie that there's something off about him, but the way it's done, his character's a fucking narcissist in this movie.
Very much so, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because there were times in the movie where I was like, "Is he is literally programming her right now?" And then to know, you know, like what he does professionally, and just to kind of,
he's a professor at a college.
Yeah, and
The
like
science
you
program.
could literally see like the narcissism was real.
Yeah.
Like the grooming in that was real. Like he was very believable.
Yeah.
Very believable. Like when they had the sex off at the beginning when he opened the windows and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world I'd be like, he would never cheat on her. Much less cheat on her. And
Are you talking about the scene where they can hear the neighbors having sex
Yeah.
and they decide to get competitive with it?
Yeah, talk about some leave it open. But yeah, like, I don't know. To me, that portion of him, and that's why I said his change up was so real, because that portion, like, he is a doting, passionate husband. And then to find out that, you know, he killed his mistress in the house because she was threatening to kill him and her, the wife. That is preposterous. And then the wife goes and conjures up the spirit that
he makes up a big
is
lie
down
about
by
it
the
too.
lake. Like,
Yeah.
he literally took her down by the lake. Like, that's crazy. By your house. Nobody's gonna notice that?
Yeah.
Like,
And the girl that was killed by Harrison Ford, her initials were MEF, and that becomes like a pivotal point in the film too, because you remember
yes.
when the computer started typing
Yes.
by itself, well, the ghost was typing on the fucking computer, which is
Yes.
kind of funny when you think about it as the ghost on a computer. That's kind of funny, but she's typing MEF, and then you fully get that contextualized. She finds out who this girl, that's her initials. It was Megan Elizabeth
Frank.
Is that what it
Megan
was?
Elizabeth Frank.
Well, it kept saying meth. I'm like, is it trying to say meth? Like the ghost needs
Yeah.
some meth?
It just
No,
got a
it's
speech
meth.
impediment.
Megan Elizabeth Frank. So then you
Right.
think, who the fuck is this Megan Elizabeth Frank? And she goes and tracks down, is it the mother, grandmother?
Yes. And okay, so let's lay this out. The wife of this woman's, like, boyfriend killer goes to the mother of the victim and is just, she has no idea the dynamics of the situation, and the mother really doesn't either, and they're just going back and forth in normal conversation,
Yeah.
you know, and then she goes into her
bizarre.
room and steals her braided lock of hair from her
That's
mother's
just
house.
hanging up on the fucking wall, too.
Like, what in the world? Like, that is a shrine area for her mother. This
she
grieving
steals it.
mother.
She
And
fucking
you steal
steals
her
it.
DNA to conjure her.
I thought
Unbeknownst.
it's weird to have something, I understand, like, having a shrine, like, some pictures and stuff, but, like, a piece of her hair up
And
on
that
the
wasn't
fucking
even,
wall?
that
like,
wasn't even baby hair from, like, the first
No,
cut.
that wasn't-
This was, like, And it couldn't have been from her dead body because her dead body was still in the lake.
Well, it's like when you think
why
about
do
it.
you have a braided piece of your child's hair?
Well, it's like what did you go to the barbershop with her and then go pick it up off the floor,
Right.
have them fucking like
Yeah,
that stuff like that
well,
was kind of weird in this movie.
Yeah.
There was a really funny scene in this movie where I thought it was funny, at least, where it was after she accused the neighbor husband of she confronted him at the school.
Who her husband is.
And then they're at this party together a couple scenes later, and he does like this joke where he goes to like choke his wife, and they do like this big joke on Michelle Pfeiffer about it. Which to me, like, that's not funny for Michelle Pfeiffer, but for the audience, man, that was actually really funny.
That poor baby was so in danger the whole movie because she done conjured up a spirit that came there trying to kill her, and Harrison Ford killed the lady, and then she brought her right back in, and
yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer does some pretty ridiculous stuff in this movie.
Foolish.
But I mean, I would expect that from somebody that's never played with the dead before. Like somebody like me, I've never played with the dead before, and nor do I ever intend to.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's character was very stupid and arrogant because when he saw her laid up in the bed with that conjuring whatever spell open,
the witchcraft book,
the book, yeah, like, and then I don't remember if that was before or after the scene where she is possessed by the spirit and she like climbs on top of him on the desk.
Yeah,
like,
well, she was possessed by the
He should have put 2 and 2 together on that. Like,
considering if she's using like exact verbiage that that Megan Elizabeth Frank used.
Right.
Like you think he'd be smart enough to put something like that together, but I don't know. Maybe he's just at a point he's trying to put it all behind him and resume. Because at this point, like he's probably told that fucking lie that he tells in the movie about because remember he lies about.
Yes.
He's probably told that lie so many times, and the saying goes like you tell a lie so many times that you eventually start to believe it.
Yeah.
You know, I like to look for things like that in movies. Some people don't. They like to take everything at face value. And for me, I like to look for stuff like that in movies. I try to use logic like that to justify things in movies. And there's some people that hate doing that. But to me, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, there's some truth to it.
Yeah, I love psychoanalyzing movies. I'm such a nerd when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I will give characters whole backstories.
Yeah.
And give them a psych eval on the spot.
Yeah.
But for him, like what you said, you could tell he truly believed he was sorry, and he clearly wasn't, because you can't be sorry for cheating on your wife and then be willing to kill her at the same time. That does not match.
Yeah.
Not at all. So yeah. And then the fact that he faked his own like incident in the shower with the hairdryer. And
the funniest part about that is that he knew she was on her way home.
Yeah, and I thought that because when they were giving his vitals,
why would you choose to do
pressure,
it right then and there? Yeah,
because he wanted the attention.
Exactly, that's the only reason.
Yeah, he is a grade A narcissist on this.
That's when I really started to dial in on him being the bad guy of the film, because it's like she just told him she was on her way home. The only kind of person that does something like that knowing that somebody's on their way home is a fucking narcissist.
Yes, because you're doing it for attention. You're doing it for a setup, a purpose.
He probably didn't even plug the fucking thing in either.
Yeah, well, no, he did. Like,
and the dog didn't even come in, because the dog with that is pivotal, because
he comes in later.
When Michelle Pfeiffer, spoiler alert, I've already warned you guys about spoilers anyway, is in the bathtub, the dog comes in and, conveys emotion. Yeah, whining and stuff.
And that was the thing. That was the two things that I was not surprised that he faked it. Is because one, the dog was nowhere near.
No, because the dog smelled bullshit. Probably.
Yeah, and
my dog smells bullshit too. Yeah, so I mean, dogs pick up on things on that.
So, and then his vitals. If you're listening to his vitals, everything's normal.
Yeah,
everything's normal. How do you just Like medically, scientifically, how do you just get electrocuted in the bathtub?
And everything, like your vitals, as you
and
said,
how
are
convenient
perfect.
that, oh, it threw the breaker. Like, because anybody that deals with hair dryers and bathroom plugs, it don't throw the whole house. Usually, the test button pops out. Like, it throws the outlet, not the whole house.
Yeah.
Like, he did not think that all the way through. A good detective would have seen through all of that.
Narcissists tend, when they're trying to do shit like this, they tend to step on their own dick a lot too, doing this type of fucking.
Yes, they think they're smarter than what they really are, and they don't account that there are people with discernment that can see through their bullshit.
And they're never the bad guy in any fucking story. They
can spin to
like
make
the
their
thing with,
villain the hero. Yeah,
like the whole story with his version of the story. He's the hero in it.
Oh, because
even though he justified himself cheating and shit.
But. Yes, and if you just forgive me, I'll make sure to repay you for the rest of it. No, what you allow will continue. Period.
That's it. That like I said, that was the point of the film where I really started to just dial in Harrison Ford's bad guy. I didn't want to believe it because I'm one of those people. I see Harrison Ford. He was Han Solo to me, and I'm a big Star Wars fan, especially the first 6 Star Wars movies, and I loved Indiana Jones. You don't want to see Harrison Ford be the bad guy. He was in The Fugitive too. Yeah. Yes. It's hard to see that guy as the bad guy, and that's what I think makes it even more effective. Han Solo in Indiana Jones is now playing a fucking narcissist.
He always plays like a classy, integral, like he doesn't play a shiesty guy.
No.
He doesn't play a controlling guy. Like, he's always classy, respectful, strong integrity,
He was kind of gruff as Han Solo, but Han Solo was still one of the heroes in
right.
the original Star Wars trilogy.
Right, but he's good. He always plays the good guy.
Yeah. And then I think this is the first time he ever played a bad guy. Has he played a bad guy in any other? Wasn't he a bad guy in The Expendables 3? No, that was Mel Gibson. Never mind, that was.
Oh yeah.
And that movie stunk anyway. But
don't judge me.
Yeah, it's even more shocking versus if you had somebody playing that role. I don't know, a guy that always plays a bad guy, like I don't know, Ben Kingsley or somebody like that.
Yeah.
It would have been more. It would have been more expected.
Right.
Maybe Ben Kingsley's not the best, but he normally plays a bad guy.
I could see Ben Kingsley playing that role.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as effective because he usually plays a scumbag. Harrison Ford always plays.
You would know it up front.
Yeah, he's your action hero, man. Like the first 3 the Indiana Jones trilogy, he's the hero. He's the one that all the kids back in the 80s looked up to, and people even before that looked up to him as Han Solo. So just to see him step into this role, and I'm glad that the movie kind of didn't come out and tell you right away he was the bad guy of the film.
Right. It did do a good setup. Like, for me, I can pretty much predict most. It's very hard.
Yeah.
For me not to be able to predict where the storyline is going to go.
Exactly.
Within, like, the first 15 minutes. Very rarely can I not predict it. To some degree.
Mm-hmm.
But they did exceptional work.
They did.
With him. And his character development.
The writing of his character. Just the writing of this film is good minus one of my issues is the pacing.
Yes.
What were you gonna say?
So if we're viewing it in lens of horror,
it's effective.
I am very, very satisfied with Michelle Pfeiffer's character being a final girl. Because she was smart, she was effective. I mean, she wasn't smart in the fact that she conjured up the woman that slept with her husband
with a fucking Ouija board.
But yeah,
any character that ever busts out a Ouija board in a film to me is automatically an idiot. But she did great. She was And this movie made a lot of money.
In that, like she was just very curious, and it was one of those curiosity killed the cat by any means necessary. I want to figure this out, which I get that. I can get neurotic over trying to figure some stuff out and do some dumb shit, But hard boundary. We are not conjuring. We
No.
are not conjuring. Not at all. Call
I
Ed and Lorraine
agree.
immediately.
Yeah.
But did you see how quick Harrison Ford burnt that hair?
Yes.
When he found when she went down to
He's
the bottom
in a
of
big
the
hurry
lake.
to do it, yeah.
Yeah, and she saw the box and then went. Like, okay, so I love seeing how things connect. Oh gosh, it was beautiful. It was so beautifully done how like she found the box.
Yeah.
And then it's not like she Googled where to go. It was the name of the place that was kind of spoken to her and it stuck out in her head. And when she saw that, she was like, okay. And it led her to that store to see the exact same box with the key. And then
it's almost like the ghost was directing her.
Yes.
And that plays a
love
factor
that.
in the
Oh
final
my God.
scene of the film, too.
I am a synchronicities whore. Like, I love it. I love it. And the synchronicities through that were so on point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like they predicted themselves and it ran the connect the dots all through the storyline for me.
It did.
And I loved it because other than the couple next door, everything else they led back to. It was a full picture with the connect the dots. That was a one-off, and I don't even know the red herring, but
yeah,
you could have, it would have been the same movie without it. Without it.
I think that there is an hour and 45 minutes within the entire film. I think there's an hour and 45-minute cut of this movie that would have made the movie paced better.
Yes, I agree.
There's like the therapy scenes where you could have taken those out. The
editing, yeah.
That was one of like the flaws of the film. It's just there's a lot of fluff in it.
Yeah, it's like
there's too many dinner party scenes and like party scenes in this movie too. I think, like there's just like in my opinion, when you have a film, every scene needs to service
a purpose.
Exactly.
To carry the film and develop the storyline.
Those scenes were just inconsequential to me.
Yes.
They didn't really do anything about the plot. Like, you don't have to, like, you didn't have to show her in therapy. I mean, she could have literally you could have had a scene of her walking in the door and her announcing, I'm back from therapy. We would have got it.
Right.
And we would have trimmed a good 15 minutes out of the movie, too. That was really my one gripe with the movie. It's too long and there's some fluff in it.
Yeah, which I get.
But it's a good movie. I liked it.
I get it because you want to like do the slow burn and the suspense.
It is a slow burn, as you said earlier.
But yeah, like you could watch it on like.
And being a slow burn is fine, but see, this is where I get into debates with people. They think, people. If I don't like a movie that's a slow burn, I'm immediately labeled that I don't like slow burns. That's not true. I liked Hereditary. I thought Hereditary was great. There's other great slow burn movies, but in my opinion, each scene has to service the scene before.
Yeah.
And there's just a couple scenes in here. I can't say that about every scene of the fucking film because the film is not disjointed. It's just there's some fluff in there. Like there's some fat in there, and you could trim off some fat.
Right.
And it would be better paced, and it would hold people's attention better.
Like, to me,
that's where I think some of the mixed reviews probably come in. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Right, no, you're good. To me, I would have liked to see the pacing like that of The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I think it would have served this film a lot better and probably made it an 8.5 for me if it had the pacing or even like the pacing setup of hide and seek. Those two movies, it kind of gives that feel for me because it builds a story and then flips the script and you're like, oh, okay. But it builds it in a more predictable way, I think. And like you said, with the slowness and unnecessary
fluffy scenes in it.
Yeah, it would have been a better movie had they did a little more editing on it.
I think I agree with you. I think overall, is there anything else you want to add or?
Did I say that I love the setting? It was beautiful.
The setting, that's another.
And
thing.
I want to vacate there.
Oh, we did talk about that.
Vacation there.
Yeah, I do want a vacation. I'd like to live up in the Northeast, though.
Only in the summer for me. You get me spring to fall.
Did you notice at the end of the movie too, in the final scene where she's in the graveyard, when she's walking away, the face of the ghost is in the ground?
I did not notice.
Oh, you
that.
didn't?
No, I
thought
not.
that was cool.
I did not.
You didn't notice it?
No, I was too taken aback by the pretty.
I mean, I may have.
Scene
I might just be imagining things that aren't there, but it looked like there was a fucking face on the ground.
And two, I was also taken aback at the fact that she went to this woman's grave and, I'm sorry, you came to my house to kill me. I'm sorry that my husband killed you, but you kind of did that to yourself. Stop messing with other people's husbands. But there ain't no way that I don't care. There's no level of guilt, weird, none of that. I'm not going, if you cheat on me and that woman comes to our house and tries to kill me, there ain't nothing that's going to make me go to her grave after.
And give like a sincere, like, thank you or something.
Thank you for what? I mean, well, yeah.
Well, she saved them in the final scene.
I get it.
Hell, she was like the one that probably caused the fog that ended up making them take the detour down the fucking hill with the truck going into the lake. See, and even the fucking corpse of the fucking girl swam up to the fucking top to kill Harrison Ford.
But hear me out. That's an after effect after she met Jesus and got her life right because she died.
Yeah, she met Jesus, got her life right, and then killed somebody in the spiritual realm.
Hey, I don't know where she went. That might be her job assignment now. I don't know.
I can see Jesus handing out the order, go kill somebody. No.
But no, for real.
Does that mean we have to review Passion of the Christ sometime? I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I mean, it's been done a million times.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, for real, like, think about it on paper. Like, maybe I'm just the petty bitch. I don't know. Like, you slept with my husband, then had the audacity to come to me as a woman in my own house to kill me? Because he didn't want you no more? And then I'm going to go to your grave? No. Mm-mm.
No, I agree with you.
Ain't no way. For what?
Fuck
I mean, I get the perspective of like, oh, the after fact, you helped save me from my husband. But like, girl, you could have just called me on the phone and been like, hey, your husband's a cheating piece of shit. Like, and I could have got out. I could have went with my kid where she wasn't so far away. And y'all can have this. You can have the house. I don't even want it. Then nobody had to die.
Even though you just sat there and said you want a vacation in that house and you loved it so much.
Well, not with him. Not to risk I don't want to die in that house. I don't want to die in it. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah. You don't want to sleep next to somebody that's fucking some other fucking...
Not at all.
I wouldn't either.
Not at all. And I don't want to be in, like, could you imagine going back to that house, like, the day after?
So many negative thoughts would be invoked there.
I couldn't. Oh, my gosh.
I wouldn't be able to see it the same either.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust that both of their spirits wouldn't come back. And she'd probably eventually want answers and conjure both of them and put them on trial. Mm-hmm. And they'd kill her. And the dog wouldn't be able to help. No.
The dog, I think, was one of the smartest characters in the film.
Yeah, I wish he would have bit him.
Yeah.
When he was sitting there at the tub, seeing her, like, start to sink in, he was not a good guard dog at all. He just sat there and whined and let this shit happen. He didn't bark at him or nothing.
At least the dog emoted versus when he was in the tub, when Harrison Ford was in the tub with this fake suicide attempt.
Yeah, the dog said, I ain't coming for you. He said, I am not sad if you die.
You know, it's funny because dogs, I think the dog probably sniffed.
Yeah, the evil.
Because I had my dog, Ziggy, that passed away those years ago. There were certain people he didn't like, and they ended up being dicks and stabbing me in the back. Dogs are a good judge of character. I think the dog does good in this movie with that.
We had a pit that never barked, ever, and only barked at 2 people. And I saw exactly why. Didn't even question it.
I thought the movie was really good. Minus a couple things.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
I could definitely see myself rewatching it.
Yeah.
You know, there's some movies I see where I don't
One
ever
and
see
done.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of these
and
ones I think in a few years I might come back and revisit it.
Yeah.
So I guess for a score, I think I'm going to give it a 7.5.
I'm at a solid 7.
7.5.
Worth the watch. Not something I would just watch repeatedly.
No.
No.
I definitely can see why this movie has mixed reviews, but I'm in the camp that liked it.
Yeah,
thought it
I
was a
like
good
it,
movie.
but it's like if I never saw it again, I'd be okay.
See,
But I'm
there's
glad
just
I
something
watched it.
about it. There's something about it, and like it's a PG-13 horror movie, and PG-13 horror movies get bad reps, and then in my opinion, there's some good PG-13 horror movies.
Yeah, if you do
This
it
is one of the
right,
better
it can
PG-13
be,
horror
yeah,
movies, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
There's not too many good ones. I understand the bad stigma PG-13 horror movies get, but there are some good ones, and this is definitely one of the maybe 10 that exist that I'd actually recommend. Out of the hundreds, thousands of them there are.
Right. You're hard on movies, though, sometimes.
Hey, that's not always true.
I said sometimes.
Oh, well. Yeah.
You have opened up to a lot of new possibilities. That makes me very proud.
Yeah, you showed me Armored with Matt Dillon in it.
Yes.
And Columbus
yes.
Short. And I enjoyed it, even acknowledging it was a bad movie versus you made me watch Peppermint, and I wasn't
I
not
love
a fan
Peppermint.
of Peppermint at all.
I love Peppermint. I'll watch that tomorrow. Like, I love that movie.
I get it. It's
I love
subjective.
It was
And subjectively,
badass.
our scores for this one weren't that far off. I gave it like half a point more than you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is it a perfect film? Like we said, no, it's not.
No.
And it's got I think a 49 or a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes. And I've always looked at Rotten Tomatoes too.
I never go off of that.
If it's 30, like if we're talking about Rotten and it's anywhere from 30 to 50, it might actually be good. If it's anywhere from like 10 to 20, it might actually be bad.
See, I'm the type of person, I'll watch anything. Even if it's horrible, I'll sit there and be like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And after it, I'll be like, I want my 2 hours back. Like,
This was not one of those movies.
no. It's not a great movie by far.
No, it's
like,
not a
by any
masterpiece.
stretch of the imagination.
It is a
But
masterpiece
it is
in style,
good.
but it's not a masterpiece in substance.
It's unique in style. I will say
Robert
that.
Zemeckis, his camera work in this movie is his best work in terms of camera work. His best work, like collectively, is Forrest Gump. But
Yes.
this movie, like in terms of just camera work,
Yeah.
this is his best work.
See, like how. Yeah, he did not. They didn't match because Forrest Gump was long and it feels long, but every scene plays a part.
Yeah,
Like, it was not the same in that one. Like, he missed it on that. If he would have done just like with Forrest Gump, phenomenal. It would have been a better movie. Not
the guy that
phenomenal,
wrote
that's an
this,
overstretch.
the guy that wrote this wrote one of the Avengers movies too.
Oh yeah, which one?
I think it was not Doomsday. That's the new one coming out. I think it was Endgame or something like that.
I like the Avengers.
You like all the Marvel stuff. I'm more into the DC stuff, but yeah.
I like everything.
I guess to kind of wrap things up, is there anything else you want to bring up, or have you got everything out?
No, I think that was it.
All right, so
Yeah.
7.5 for me, a 7 for you.
Yeah, 7 for me.
Good
Solid
movie,
7, yeah.
thumbs up.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I recommend it. I'm sure you probably recommend it.
absolutely. At least for once,
A one-time
But-
watch,
not if you're tired or have had a long day.
or if
'Cause-
you have the attention span of a fucking goldfish, I wouldn't.
Yes, you might want to stand up and do some pacing or squats or something while you're watching it because it does have a snooze factor. For me, it did.
There's a lot of quietness to the movie.
Yeah, like where you're just waiting, and if you're anything like me, when you wait, you doze. So it took us what, like 3 settings to
Well,
watch?
that was more basically how much time we had before
Yeah,
we had other
yeah.
obligations. It wasn't because we got bored, because I'm a patient motherfucker. I can wait for stuff to
Yeah.
start happening. So if I start complaining and a movie stuff's not happening fast enough, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, and
because
I'll
I am
fall
one
asleep.
patient motherfucker.
I'll
So
fall
if I'm
asleep.
complaining about pacing, and it's really like the pacing wasn't bad, there was just a couple scenes that really could have been snipped out of it. If
Yeah.
I'm complaining that a movie's fucking boring and shit's not happening, that is bad. Because
Yeah.
I'm a patient motherfucker. I don't need fucking buckets of blood thrown at me in the first 5 seconds of the movie, like a lot of horror fans do. And really, I prefer bloodless horror films.
Yeah, the psychological aspect of it. Yeah.
So actually, you know what? I'm gonna bump my score up to an 8 out of 10. I just realized how much more I like this movie because it doesn't do conventional bullshit and mundane bullshit that I find in a lot of horror films.
Yeah, I'm staying at a 7.
Staying at a 7. Okay, fine. I'm bumping my score up to an 8. I appreciate the hell out of movies that do this type of shit.
Yeah.
Versus
I fell
other
asleep.
shit that I've fucking seen. You fell asleep because you worked a double.
Yeah.
And
but
it was
still, if it
fucking
was a
11
great
o'clock
movie,
at night.
I would have still been able to make it through. Like, but then I did fall asleep on training day too. So
because you worked a double and it was
right.
11
so
o'clock at night.
Because, yeah.
All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Yep.
Good movie. An endorsement
15
from
out
this
of 20.
channel. 15 out of 20.
Right.
With that said, I hope you guys take care. You got anything?
And hey, guys, if y'all want us to review any movies, leave it in the comments, and we will get to it.
Yeah, as long as it's not something stupid, like
I'll still watch it if it's
like
stupid. I'll watch
Transmorphers
anything.
or something like
I
that.
will. Well, I don't know about that. I will
Atlantic
watch most.
Rim.
I will watch most anything once.
When I did my movie night with Zach series, some motherfuckers were like suggesting these knock. There was this one they recommended where there was it was called House Shark, and it was about a shark that existed in somebody's house. We're not going to review shit like that, so please don't.
If I get bored enough, I will.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have already tortured me enough in the past with that shit. So with that said, we're going to get off here. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we are out. Peace.